Hello! We have a bit of an interesting one today. This is no requests. I have a pre-made set list. And it's gonna be a slower karaoke because we're gonna go into the history between each song. Ho 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 ho. Hee 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 ha ha ha. So there are 13 songs today. And I hope you enjoy our historical karaoke today. Trying to find the correct EGM for this one. We'll go with this one. There we go. Hello! It's gonna be a bit more somber one today. You will not be able to request stuff today. This is a historical karaoke day, where I'm going to take you through World War II through Sabaton songs. Ho ho ho! So this one has a pre-made set list, and in between songs, I will be giving a little bit of history behind each song. So I hope you enjoy. Hello, Lorbot. Hello, Weep. Hello, Sleep. Hello, Peter. Hello, Happy Feet. Hello, Uni. Hello, Bolterian. Hello, Mar. Hello, Conroy. Hello, Pyric. Hello, Baroness. Nice to see you. I mean, of Sabaton, no, this is a no Sparks. I said last night this was happening. I definitely said this was happening. So, what was your first Sabaton? My first Sabaton song was Bismarck, which is in this set list. Oh. So, I have curated a playlist. There's only kind of one song out of order here because I think it's probably not the best opening song. So I switched it a little bit. So that we don't start... I mean, this entire thing is going to be sad, but so we don't start off on like a real heavy note. But the rest kind of goes in order. I was asleep by then. Sucks to suck. It's June 7th here in the Philippines. Hey! Today is the day the USS Yorktown sank after surviving sustained injuries from Midway. Oh, starting with Ghosty Vision? No, not starting with Ghosty Vision. But it is in there. It is in there. Hi, hi! So, today, a little different. We're gonna go through the chronology and history. And one new song today. that I haven't sung before. So, a much requested one. So, we're gonna open with the song 40 to 1. We're gonna open with the song 40 to 1, which is the Battle of Winsa in Poland, September 1939. And a little bit of history here is that a small force of less than 1,000 Polish men held off 40,000 Nazi soldiers in Warsaw. Less than 1,000 people helped fend off for 3 whole days an army of 40,000. After 3 days, the city did in fact fall, but they held on for 3 whole days before they were conquered. A testament to the strength of the Polish soldiers and the might of human spirit. So, dude, don't say that, Sparks. I put on the big screen, don't mess up. How about you don't mess up, buddy? How about you don't mess up? I don't see you singing in front of a bunch of people. Featuring a nice clickety-clackety keyboard. All right, so we're just gonna do a little bit of an audio test. Make sure I'm at an appropriate level. All right, there we go. Perfect. Yeah, I will break all of my legs, all 10 of them. So, 40 to 1 from Sabaton. I mean, all of these are from Sabaton, but 40 to 1 from Sabaton. Oh. Yeah. Baptized in fire, 40 to 1. So silent before the storm, awaiting command. A few have been chosen to stand as one, outnumbered by far. The orders from high command: fight back, hold your ground. In early September it came, a war unknown to the world. No army may enter that land that is protected by Polish hand. Unless you are 40 to 1, your force will soon be undone. Undone. Baptized in fire, 40 to 1. Spirit of Spartans, death and glory. Soldiers of Poland, second to none. Wrath of the Wehrmacht brought to a halt. The 8th of September starts the rage of the night. A barrage of mortars and guns sent fast, the bunkers will hold. The captain has pledged his life. I'll face my fate here. The sound of artillery strike, so fierce the thunder of guns. So come bring on all that you've got. Come hell, come high water, never stop. Unless you are 40 to 1, your lives will soon be undone. Undone. Baptized in fire, 40 to 1. Spirit of Spartans, death
and glory, soldiers of Poland, second to none. Wrath of the Wehrmacht brought to a halt. Always remember a fallen soldier. Always remember fathers and sons at war. Always remember a fallen soldier. Always remember fathers and sons at war. Always remember a fallen soldier. Always remember buried in history. No vermin may enter that land that is protected by Polish hand. Unless you are 40 to 1, your force will soon be undone. Undone. Baptized in fire, 40 to 1. Spirit of Spartans, death and glory. Soldiers of Poland, second to none. Wrath of the Wehrmacht brought to a halt. No, no, no.
There we go. That was 40 to 1. There we go. Oh. Oh, it's restarting. Okay. Clickety clack, clickety clack. There we go. Woo! Yeah! I do. I need to sit down. I need to sit down and record the one that I had already mentioned I wanted to do. I need to. The next one is a lot more somber. Our next song is, of course, The Final Solution. In the late 1930s, 1938, 1939. Let me pull up the website. Here we go. In the late 1930s, early 1940s, the first concentration camps were made in Germany, which targeted specifically Jewish people amongst other people that were deemed undesirable, where many people were sent to die. It is probably the most notable thing that happened in World War II. Probably the most notable thing that happened, and approximately 2.5 to 3 million people died in concentration camps. This song describes the changing climate of Germany at the time that led to the creation of what was known as the Final Solution, or the concentration camps. So, next up is The Final Solution. A song dedicated to those who were lost. Second favorite after Soldier of Heaven. Yeah. Alright, we're going to use Max Sub-Zero's karaoke here. Which means I just have to look up the lyrics separately because the timing's a bit off. There we go. Alright. final solution.
Country in depression, nation in despair, one man seeking reasons everywhere. Growing hate and anger, the Fuhrer's orders were precise. Who was to be blamed and pay the price? Wicked propaganda. Boy, oh, too early. I'm anxious, I'm sorry.
There we go.
Wicked propaganda, turning neighbors into foes. Soldiers of the Third Reich searching homes. And then their former friends are watching as they are round up one by one. Times of persecution's just begun. Ever since it started on Kristallnacht 38, when liberty died and truth was denied, sent away on trains, sent on a one-way trip to hell. Enter the gates, Auschwitz awaits. When freedom burns, the final solution, dreams fade away and all hope turns to dust. When millions burn, the curtain has fallen, lost to the world as they perish in flames. Country in depression, a nation in despair, one man finding reasons everywhere. Then there was rising hate and anger, the Führer's orders still apply. Who was to be blamed and sent to die? Ever since it started on Kristallnacht 38, when liberty died and truth was denied, sent away on trains, sent on a one-way trip to hell. Enter the gates, Auschwitz awaits. When freedom burns, the final solution, dreams fade away and all hope turns to dust. When millions burn, the curtain has fallen, lost to the world as they perish in flames. When freedom burns, the final solution, dreams fade away and all hope turns to dust. When millions burn, the curtain has fallen, lost to the world as they perish in flames.
There we go. That was the final solution. That was the final solution. That's the heaviest song on the playlist. Heaviest song on the playlist. To inform, for those who don't know, Kristallnacht 1938, on the night of November 9th to 10th, Nazi German leaders unleashed a nationwide anti-Jewish riot. The violence was supposed to look like an unplanned outburst of popular anger against the Jews. In reality, this was a state-sponsored vandalism, arson, and terror attack. This event came to be called Kristallnacht, the Night of Broken Glass. It is also referred to as November Pogrom. Nazis burned more than 1,400 synagogues, vandalized thousands of Jewish-owned businesses, and broke into Jewish people's apartments and homes, desecrated religious objects, humiliated, assaulted, and killed. So that is the event that the song was referencing. But we move on further into history. So this one happened before 40 to 1. I just didn't want to open on such a heavy song. So the final solution was 1938, 40 to 1. The Battle of Windsor was in 1939. Our next song takes us all the way to May of 1940 with the 7th Panzer Division in the invasion of France. That is correct. We are singing Ghosty Vision. Ghosty Vision! Erwin Rommel and the 7th Panzer Division set a new record for the longest thrust in one day, covering 200 miles. Not even the German High Command could keep track of where they were located at all times during the campaign, due to their speed and ability to appear where they were least expected. They were given the name Ghost Division. This happened in the invasion of Belgium and France in 1940. So, let me get the karaoke. There we go. Ghost Division. There we go.
Fast as the wind, the invasion has begun. Shaking the ground with the force of 1,000 guns. First in the line of fire, first into hostile land, tanks leading the way. Leading the way. Charging the lines with the force of a furious storm. Fast as the lightning phantom swarm. 200 miles at nightfall, taken within a day, thus earning the name, earning the fame. They are the Panzer elite, born to compete, never retreat. Ghost Division, living or dead, always ahead, fed by your dread. Always ahead as the blitzkrieg rages on, breaking morale with the sound of blazing guns. First in the line of fire, first into hostile land, tanks leading the way. Leading the way. Leaving a trail of destruction through a foreign land. massive assault live to serve the Nazi plan. Communications broken, phantoms too far away, thus earning the name, earning the fame. They are the Panzer elite, born to compete, never retreat. Ghost invasion, living or dead, always ahead, fed by your dread. Pushing forth the front line with tremendous force, reaching the way for Panzerkamf, pressing the line of fire, pressing the hostile land tanks, leading the way, claiming the fame. They are the Panzer elite, born to compete, never retreat, living or dead, always ahead, fed by your dread. Panzer elite, born to compete, never retreat, living or dead, always ahead, fed by your dread.
There we go. That was Ghost Division. Heavy metal head shake. There we go. That was the Ghost Division. 200 miles claimed in one night. Woo. As I get my next history up here. Oh, is this the new song? Hold on. Not yet. Okay, not yet. Just before. We're so back. We're so back. Gotta go, it's 2 a.m. Have a good night, rest well. I was going to sing earlier, but I had IRL things come up, so I had to go a little later. I am so surprised, Metal, because number one, that's my chest voice. I had to work really hard for that. Number two, I have always thought I have like the worst voice for Sabaton because I'm too high pitched. Can you release a song on Spotify? I will have to commission Metal for a custom backing track if I am to do that. We gotta make sure I have an original backing track. Primo Victoria is very obviously gonna be here. Yeah, today is a small karaoke in honor of the Battle of Normandy. So Primo Victoria is definitely on the list. It's definitely on the list, but the next song is a very famous one. It's a single. I have a hoodie and a t-shirt for this song. The next song is the Bismarck, which launched in the Bismarck itself was launched in the 14th of February 1939, and it was commissioned the 24th of August 1940. So it didn't get to see much action because Operation Reinigung, which went from the 18th to the 27th of May 1941, was the first and last mission that the Bismarck ever did. It was so big, it broke treaties. if you're gonna break a treaty, after World War I, treaties were made that limited the size of battleships. And essentially made it so that you could only really make battle cruisers. But if you're going to violate a treaty, you might as well go all the way. And so the Bismarck was made, one of the largest ships of its time, carrying a lot of guns. If you're gonna break a treaty, break a treaty. And along with the Prinz Eugen, it went and sailed, took down the Hood, and then was chased and scuttled by a large amount of British ships, including the Ark Royal. So this song is about the best ship that Germany had made, and also consequently lost immediately. While technically he fought for Germany, I am not doing Soldier of Three Armies. I am not doing Unkillable Soldier, even though they did participate in many battles. I'm not doing those songs today. Yes, Italy also broke it as well. If you're gonna break a treaty, go all the way, okay? If you're gonna break the Geneva Convention, turn it to the Geneva checklist. All right? So, Bismarck from Sabaton. Over 2,000 people died, including the captain and admiral on the Bismarck. They really need to make a story about Prinz Eugen though. Because holy crap, what that ship went through after the Bismarck. Definitely song-worthy.
From the mist, a ship is taking form, and the silence of the sea's about to drift into a storm. Sign of power, show force, raise the anchor, battleships plotting its course. Pride of a nation, a beast made of steel, Bismarck in motion, king of the ocean, he was made to rule the waves across the seven seas, to lead the war machine, to rule the waves and lead the Kriegsmarine, the terror of the seas, the Bismarck and the Kriegsmarine. 2,000 men and 50,000 tons of steel set the course for the Atlantic with the Allies on their heel. Firepower, firefight, battle stations keep the target steady in sight. Into formation, the hunt has begun. Death and damnation, the fleet is coming, he was made to rule the waves across the seven seas, to lead the war machine, to rule the waves and lead the Kriegsmarine, the terror of the seas, the Bismarck and the Kriegsmarine. At the bottom of the ocean, the depths of the abyss, they're bound by iron and blood. the flagship of the Navy, the terror of the seas. His guns have gone silent at last. Pride of the nation, a beast made of steel. Bismarck in motion, king of the ocean. He was made to rule the waves across the 7 seas. To lead the war machine, to rule the waves and lead the Kriegsmarine. The terror of the seas, the Bismarck and the Kriegsmarine. To lead the war machine, rule the waves and lead the Kriegsmarine. The terror of the seas, Bismarck and the Kriegsmarine. To lead the war machine, rule the waves and lead the Kriegsmarine. The terror of the seas, Bismarck and the Kriegsmarine.
There we go. That was the Bismarck. Prince Eugen was given as a gift, quote unquote, 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 Kyle. Spoils of war. Notably, though, the Prince Eugen's return from Operation Reinigung is a very, very interesting story, and I encourage you guys to look it up, because holy crapsels. Holy crapsels. But for a boat to survive not 1 but 2 nuclear tests, that's a strong boat. It was notoriously hard to sink. So that was Bismarck. Let me go. Clickety 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 clack. I'm just gonna refresh this for me. The next song I just need to pull up the history for this one. Can you guess what it is? How am I today? I am well, thank you. Alright, I remember this. Royal Navy took about 7 days to finally track her down. Yeah. Well, actually, Prince Eugen managed to get away. It was not ever captured, but Bismarck, yeah, took 7 days. Forgot my quotations. Yeah. It was given as a gift. A gift, quotation mark. A gift. I will not sing Gummy Bear. I hate that song. I hate that song with a burning passion. But our next song is a new one for me. The next song is The Battle of Moscow. The The Battle of Moscow went from October 2nd, 1941 to the 7th of January, 1942, a total of 3 months and 5 days. It was a military campaign that consisted of 2 periods where Germany attempted to take Moscow. However, they failed. Moscow was a primary political objective for the Axis. The German strategic offensive, called Operation Tycoon, was pushed back. As a result of the failed offensive, Field Marshal Walter von Laustich was dismissed as Supreme Commander of the German Army in the 19th of December, with Hitler replacing him in the position. It's new to me. It's new to me karaokeing. It's new to me karaoke. Over 500,000 people from September 1941 to the December 1941 for the defense of Moscow. More than 500,000 people were killed or went missing, for a total for the defense and offense from September 1941 to the 7th of January 1942, a total of 1 million casualties on both sides. One million people gone in 3 months. Insane, isn't it? Insane. And yes, Microsoft, it's spelt with a C. Defense is spelt with a C. Stop yelling at me. So, next up, defense of Moscow. A common theme with this karaoke is that millions of people have died. The Wehrmacht overrun Russia 1941. They don't belong, we stand our ground, 1 million strong. Hold on, I forgot. I'm so sorry, guys. I get stage fright so easily now. Didn't used to happen. I practiced this so much. I'm sorry. Well, at least you get to hear the intro twice. I practiced this so much, and then as soon as I have to like turn on the stream and sing it, it's just like gone. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I was just slightly off key, that's why. I was just slightly off key, that's why I threw myself off. Okay, alright. You got this. I got this. I got this. We got this. Don't be scared, Millie. It's okay. Couldn't tell. Normally I don't meddle. I'm fine performing for large audiences, no problem. It's just when I perform for people I know, I get anxious because I have to see them again afterwards. I guess you guys fall in that category now. I get anxious because I don't want to mess it up for you guys. But if it's a crowd of strangers, I'm okay.
As the Wehrmacht overrun Russia 1941, they don't belong, we stand our ground 1,000,000 strong. We are ready for their strike, face the army of the Reich, 1,000,000 strong. This is our land, they don't belong. Hear Marshal Zhukov's and Stalin's orders, defend the motherland, Moscow shall not fall. Stand and follow command, our blood for the homeland. Heed the motherland's call, embrace for the storm. Moscow will never give in, there is no surrender. Force them into retreat and into defeat. Face the volleys of their guns, for Russia's daughters and her sons. All the brave who stand against the typhoon wave. From the mountains and the plains, coming thousands on the trains. Day and night they're rolling in to join the fight. From Kazakhstan to Magadan, call of the motherland, Russia shall prevail. Stand and follow command, blood for the homeland. Heed the motherland's call, embrace for the storm. Moscow will never give in, there is no surrender. Force them into retreat and into defeat. Stand and follow command, our blood for the homeland. Heed the motherland's call, embrace for the storm. Moscow will never give in, there is no surrender. Force them into retreat and into defeat. Stand and follow command, our blood for the homeland. Heed the motherland's call, embrace for the storm. Moscow will never give in, there is no surrender. Force them into retreat and into defeat. Stand and follow command, our blood for the homeland.
There we go. That is the defense of Moscow. 3 months and 5 days with over 1,000,000 casualties on both sides. Thank you for the hot cheese! Alright. Once again, we are in Russia for another song. Yes, yes, yes. Another song. Awesome job, thank you. There we go, I can spell. Oh my goodness, okay. Our next song. I must go for now. Have a good night, Kyle! And have a good night, Meadow! Rest well, rest well. I have a lot of stuff going on in June, but I will contact you in July because I would like to cover at least one song. I would still like to do 1916. I'm glad I was able to make it. I'm glad, Triple! No worries. Doing cable work for the church. Nice. We are halfway through. Sort of. Kind of. We're like a third of the way through. We're still in Russia for this next song. We are going to be singing about a night bomber regiment that operated from 1942 to 1945, made primarily by women, which is what gave them the name the Night Witches. Major Marina Raskova used her position and personal contacts with the Soviet leader Joseph Stalin to obtain permission to form a female combat unit. Combat facilitated and ushered in a reluctant acceptance of women in military based more upon practicality than necessity for equality. On October 8, 1941, an order was issued to deploy 3 Women's Air Force units, including the 588th Regiment. The regiment, formed by Raskova and led by Major Evdoika... I can't say her name, I'm so sorry. Irokia Bereshanskaya, was composed primarily of female volunteers in their late teens and early 20s. Due to the weight of the bombs and the low altitude of flight, the pilots did not carry parachutes until 1944. So our next song is Night Witches. Here we go. All right. The Night Witches. It starts right away, so I have to be emotionally prepared, okay? He's Yosef. Yeah. His name is Yosef. Yosef Stalin. Ho ho. Hee hee. Haha. All right, this one starts right away.
Russian nighttime flight perfected, flawless vision undetected. Pushing on and on, the planes are going strong. Air Force number 1. Somewhere down below, they're looking for the foe. Bombers on the run. You can't hide, you can't move, just abide. Their attack's been proved. Silent through the night, the witches join the fight. Never miss their mark. Canvas, wings of death, prepare to meet your fate. Night Bomber Regiment 588. Undetected, unexpected, wings of glory tell the story. Aviation, deviation, undetected, self-perfected. Foes are losing ground, retreating to the sound. Death is in the air. Suddenly appears, confirming all your fears. Strike from witch's lair. Target found, come around, barrel sound from the battleground. No denial waits to feed them at the gates. Live to fight and fly. Canvas, wings of death, prepare to meet your fate. Night Bomber Regiment 588. Undetected, unexpected, wings of glory tell the story. Aviation, deviation, undetected, self-perfected. Beneath the starlight of the heavens, unlikely heroes in the skies, as they appear on the horizon. The wind will whisper when the night witches come. Undetected,
There we go. That was Night Witches. I think that's probably the best version I've sung of that. I didn't have problems breathing at the beginning, which is very nice. Didn't have problems breathing at the beginning, so we can always enjoy that. Clickety 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 clack. There we go. Our next song. Our next song takes place in 1942 of May. The 11th of May, 1942. The merchant ship convoy ON-92 en route to America from Britain was detected by Wolfpack Hecht, a group of Nazi U-boats or submarines patrolling the North Atlantic. 7 ships were sunk before the Wolfpack lost contact with them on May 13th. It was a major shock to the British Royal Navy during the Great War, so it was not surprising that in the Peace Treaty of Versailles, Germany would not be allowed to have any submarines, and its navy was greatly reduced in size. Wow. Yamato, I'm afraid I do not have Yamato on the list. I don't know it well enough to sing. Unfortunately, the only new song was Defense of Moscow. The only new song was Defense of Moscow. Here we go. All right. Dreadnought? I don't think the Dreadnought is part of World War II. Keep in mind, this set list is specifically about World War II. Because it is the anniversary of the Battle of Normandy and the beginning of Operation Overlord. There's a lot of songs that I like that come from World War I album. The conflict at Jutland. When does this one take place? Yeah, World War I. A little after World War I for that one. So, the next song is Wolfpack. I'm just trying to get a little bit more of the history specifically for this one, but it's giving me general. There we go. I found it. It was giving me general Wolfpack information. But on May 6, 1942, ON-92, outbound from Britain to North America, 42 ships strong, left Liverpool guarded by the destroyer USS Gleaves, the cutter USCGC Ingham, and 4 Canadian corvettes. It was a rather ill-equipped and inexperienced convoy. Only HMS Bury carried a high-frequency detection finder, and only one other ship was equipped with a 10-centimeter radar system. To save as much time as possible, they took the Great Circle Route, the shortest and most direct line across the North Atlantic, but also the most predictable. It didn't take long for the Germans to intercept their radio traffic. On May 11th, U-569 spotted the convoy and alerted the rest of its pack. Wolfpack Hecht Pike was soon in pursuit. The Bury was quick to realize that they were shadowed, and not only by U-569, but also by at least 2 other submarines. Now, a convoy usually had at least 2 basic options: to send out a hunting party in hopes of driving the submarines away, or to quickly take evasive action and outrun them. Neither was a possibility, though, as the escorts were too few and the convoy was too slow. And the somewhat outdated system of the Bury could only give a vague fix on enemy positions, and that position was closing in on them as the night fell. So, next up is Wolfpack. Clickety clickety, clickety clack. Here we go. Clickety 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 clack. Click 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 click. All quarters. All hands, man your battle stations.
To their own shore came the World War Gleaves and the Ingham, leading the Bury west. Took the short way in the long route back, Convoy 92. Bury, Cleves and Ingham leading tankers to the west. And upon the North Atlantic lie the silence of the seas. And on the quietest night, in the darkest hour, the Kriegsmarine appear. Above the surface it seems quiet and calm. Deep down below the Wolfpack lurks. No, 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 to their own shore came the World War Cleaves and the Ingham, leading the Bury west. In their own track came the Wolfpack Cleaves, led the convoy into the hornet's nest. The crack of dawn, the second day, Bury stands in flames. Half the convoy sunk or disabled, heading back to the shore. But below the North Atlantic, on the bottom of the sea, on the second night, in the darkest hour, the Kriegsmarine returns. The Wolfpack surfaced for a second time, to make the convoy face its fate. No, 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 to their own shore came the World War Gleaves and the Ingham, leading the Bury west. In their own track came the Wolfpack Cleaves, led the convoy into the hornet's nest. Under fire, underwater, May 42, when Bury did fail the test. To their own shore came the World War Gleaves and the Ingham, leading them into death. 569 makes the contact and leads them. U94 scores a kill in the dark. 124 sinking 4 into approaches. 406 suffers failure on launch. U569 makes the contact and leads them. U94 scores a kill in the dark. U124 sinking 4 into approaches. 406 suffers failure on launch again. In their own track came the Wolfpack, please led the convoy into the hornet's nest. To their own shore came the World War Cleves and the Ingham, leading the Bury West. In their own track came the Wolfpack, please led the convoy into the hornet's nest. Under fire, underwater, May 42, when Bury did fail the test. To their own shore came the World War Cleves and the Ingham, leading them into death. Don't know what's waiting down below. The Wolfpack lurks awaiting you to follow, to bleed. It's time for you to return. They decide, oh no, oh no. The Wolfpack's waiting for them to come. You see, below the surface waits for you.
There we go, that was Wolfpack! My voice would duet with a VTuber called Shin Asua. Oh! Okay. I'll look him up, that sounds pretty cool. We might have a special guest for tomorrow's, for tomorrow's karaoke stream. I might be able to persuade a special guest to join. All right. Let me see. You sing, you wing good. I'm assuming you mean you sing good. Jin Aswa. Okay. I'll just put that in a new tab. Save it for later. One day I'll have a wiki, guys. One day there will be a VTuber wiki for me. Hello, Silly Vanilli. I am Silly Vanilli. Hello, Thomas. All right. Our next song, someone said, there's no way this one's in here. It is. It is, in fact, in here. Ho, 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 ho. It is, in fact, in here. Mwahahaha. You thought it wasn't. It, in fact, is. How are you doing today? I'm doing well. Thank you, thank you. I have a milk tea to help coat my throat. Having a good time. Punch, 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 punch. There we go. All right, our next song takes place on the 4th of June, 1942. 6 months after the attack on Pearl Harbor, the U.S. Navy delivered a decisive defeat to Japan in a 4-day battle near Midway Atoll in the Pacific. The battle severely weakened Japan's navy and is considered a turning point in World War II in the Pacific. It was done almost entirely with aircraft. The the USA destroyed most of Japan's aircraft carriers and eliminated its best trained naval pilots. On May 27, 1942, at the large anchorage of Hashirajima at Hiroshima Bay and the mighty Akagi of the Japanese Carrier Division, the proud flagship of Vice Admiral Nagumo Tsuichi of the First Air Fleet, embarked on its journey into the Pacific. Even though the Japanese Navy produced the mightiest battleships the world has ever seen, many officers believed that the real modern power on the sea lay with the carrier force. It would decide winning or losing control of the sea, and so far, the Japanese carrier fleet had proven its worth. By mid-1942, the Japanese had humiliated the Western nations at Maiyaya at the Indies, moved towards Guam, Java, the Philippines, and Singapore, and the British bases at Ceylon, and even raided the north of Australia. What was the next step? Venture further into the Indian Ocean, attempt to invade Australia, or move against the now awakened giant in the east? Marshal Admiral Yamamoto, Commander-in-Chief of the Japanese Combined Fleet, knew the US had to be crushed before they could bring their industrial might to bear. He ordered the Eastern Operation to continue and an invasion of Hawaii. Before they could attempt that, however, the Japanese had to lure the American Navy away from the strongly defended target and towards another one that was easy enough to attack but important enough to trigger an American response. Midway, a tiny two-island atoll in the middle of the Pacific, seemed perfect for that. So, the Battle of Midway, where the USA promptly shut down any attempt of Japanese influence on the States. Da-na-na-na. Midway! Alright. Send them over the waves, our sentinels. They report in the news, position of our foes. This battlefield's been chosen, tactically in advance. Time to alert our fighters, we're soon in range. Midway, we'll meet at Midway. Calling all men to deck, gotta be airborne. Head out into the sun, descending on our foes. This is a crucial moment in the heat of the war. To fly and hit our targets down in the waves. Midway, we'll meet at Midway. Far from shore, a Pacific war. Bombs are falling from the skies. It's a bomb run day, it's the naval way. A blood-red sun is on the rise. Far from shore, a Pacific war. Bombs are falling from the skies. It's a bomb run day, it's the naval way. A blood-red sun is on the rise. Midway, we'll meet at Midway. Naval war. Admirals at war, we'll meet at Midway. Tactics are crucial. Naval war. Midway. Wow. I need to record a backtrack for one. What do you mean it's Toda Toda? Toda Toda? Toda Toda Taiga! Toda Taiga! There we go. That was Midway. We're now officially halfway through the list. Let's go. Woo! Our next song takes us to 1943 in the Battle of Kursk, with the largest tank battle in history at that point in time. What? Don't start your video, you buffoon. Do not start the video, TM. I don't chant during Sabaton. Wow. Hello, Nolan. All right. The Battle of Kursk, also called the Battle of Kursk Salient, was a major World War II Eastern Front battle between the forces of Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union near Kursk in the southeastern Russia during the summer of 1943, resulting in a Soviet victory. There were many different fronts on this battle, and different operations. But in the Battle of Kursk, according to German medical data, it is estimated that more than 500,000 people were killed on the German side, and in total more than 863,000 people were killed in combat. Have a good night, Triple. Rest well. After the Battle of Midway, Japan lost 4 carriers: the Akagi, Kaga, Hiryu, and Soryu, alongside heavy cruiser Mikuma. Yes. The Battle of Kursk was the final strategic offensive that the Germans were able to launch on the Eastern Front, because the Allied invasion of Sicily began during the Battle of Kursk. Adolf Hitler was forced to divert troops training in France to meet the Allied threat on the Mediterranean, rather than using them as strategic reserve for the Eastern Front. As a result, Hitler cancelled the offensive at Kursk after only a week, in part to divert forces to Italy. Germany's heavy losses of men and tanks ensured that the victorious Soviet Red Army held a strategic initiative for the rest of the war. The Battle of Kursk was the first time in the Second World War that a German strategic offensive was halted before it could break through the enemy defenses and penetrate to its strategic depths. Though the Red Army had succeeded in winter offensive previously, their counter-offensives after the German attack at Kursk were their first successful summer offensives of the war. The battle has been called the last grasp of Nazi aggression. So, our next song is Panzerkamf. Panzerkamf. The Battle of Kursk, 1943. Panzerkamf.
Into the motherland, the German army march. In the Soviet Union, summer 1943, tanks line up in thousands as far the eye can see. Ready for the onslaught, ready for the fight, waiting for the access to march into the track. Minds are placed in darkness in the cover of the night, waiting to be triggered when the time is right. Imminent invasion, imminent attack. Once the battle started, there's no turning back. The end of the Third Reich draws near. Its time has come to an end. The end of an era is here. It's time to attack. Into the motherland, the German army march. Comrades stand side by side to stop the Nazi charge. Panzers on Russian soil, a thunder in the east. 1 million men at war, the Soviet wrath unleashed. Fields of Prohovoka, feel the heat of battle burn. Suffered heavy losses, the tide of war is turned. Driving back the Germans, fighting on four fronts. Hunt them out of Russia, out of Soviet land. Reinforce the front line, force the Axis to retreat. Send in all the reserves, securing their defeat. Soldiers of the Union broke the citadel. Ruined 7th Army, Axis rest in hell. The end of the Third Reich draws near. Its time has come to an end. The end of an era is here. It's time to attack. Into the motherland, the German army march. Comrades stand side by side to stop the Nazi charge. Panzers on Russian soil, thunder in the east. 1 million men at war, the Soviet wrath unleashed.
Onward, cowards! Armies of the Soviet Union! Charge!
Oh, Mother Russia, Union of lands, will of the people, strong in command. Oh, Mother Russia, Union of lands, once more victorious, the Red Army stands. The end of the Third Reich draws near. Its time has come to an end. The end of an era is here. It's time to attack. Into the motherland, the German army march. Comrades stand side by side to stop the Nazi charge. Panzers on Russian soil, thunder in the east. 1 million men at war, the Soviet wrath unleashed.
There we go. That was Panzerkamf. Wow. Every single time I clam up and I pronounce it wrong. Every single time. Every single time. I need to hear it. You sing any other speed? Just one. Just one. I only know En Liefste de Krieg. It's the only one I know in Swedish, and I butcher it in Swedish. On the KH in Russian is just H. Oh, like hungry. Oh, okay. Prohorovka? I would like to hear it. Let's see. Like, blank pronounced. I do not want to know how to pronounce procedure. Okay, fine. We'll look up the English spelling. There's a website I need to... There is a website I need... Let me just message them right away. There's a website that you can go to that's just like, how to pronounce? Burk. What is the how to pronounce things website again? Click. Alright, good night, happy feet! Rest well. Is it called How to Say? Oh, it's called How Jay Say. Okay. How Jay Say. I would like to hear this if possible. Damn, okay. The Wikipedia linked me to a guide on how to pronounce everything in Russia. There is a website that you can go to that helps you... Oops. Helps you, Prohorovka, okay. Okay. Prohorovka. Okay, that's not that hard. Imagine if English was phonetic. Oh wait, that's German. Imagine if oh good lord. Okay, there we go. Imagine if English were phonetic, it would just be German. There wouldn't be a distinction between the two. All right, our next song is a much loved one from December of 1943. Can anybody guess while I... Bye. Good pronunciation, thank you. December 1943, after a successful bomb run on Bremen, 2nd Lieutenant Charlie Brown's B-17F Flying Fortress Ye Old Pub of the United States Army Air Forces was severely damaged by German fighters and had fallen out of formation, left behind by other bombers with only a few engines running. Luftwaffe pilot Franz Stiegler was on the ground, repairing a bullet lodged in his radiator when Brown's aircraft flew low nearby his airfield. Stiegler saw this as an opportunity to score the last kill of a bomber kill award. When Stiegler intercepted the bomber, he had the opportunity to shoot down the crippled bomber, but did not do so, and instead escorted it over and past German-occupied territory so as to protect it. The American bomber aimed the roof-mounted turret at Stiegler under Brown's request, but did not open fire as Stiegler descended. When they left occupied coast, Stiegler saluted Brown from the left side of his aircraft and flew back home. After an extensive search by Brown, the two pilots met each other 50 years later and developed a friendship that lasted until Stiegler's death in March of 2008. Brown died 8 months later in November of the same year. So, today, we are going to be singing No Bullets Fly. Fly, karaoke, here we go. No bullets fly. All right. A man. From down below, an enemy spotted. So hurry up, rearm and refuel. But through the bomber's damaged airframe, see wounded men scared to the bone. Look to the right and then look again, and see the enemy in the eye. No bullets fly, spared by his mercy. Escorted out of harm's way. Fly, fighting fair. It's the code of the air. Brothers, heroes, foes. Killing machine, honor in the sky. B-17, flying home. Killing machine, said goodbye to the cross he deserved. He risked his life 2 times that day to save an unknown enemy. Escort to safety out of the kill zone. A short salute, then departed. Fly, fighting fair. It's the code of the air. Brothers, heroes, foes. Killing machine, honor in the sky. B-17, flying home. Killing machine, said goodbye to the cross he deserved. Killing machine, honor in the sky. B-17, flying home. Killing machine, said goodbye to the cross he deserved. Foes. Just a little bit over myself there, but that's okay. Just a little. And now, now, the titular song that everybody's been waiting for. The song that everyone was waiting for. That's right. The titular song of which this stream gets its creation. Operation Overlord, the Battle of Normandy, starting the 6th of June, 1944 to August 30th, 1944. 2 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days. In total, it is estimated that there was more than 225,000 casualties, I believe. Let's see. More than 1.5 million troops by the 25th of July and 2 million troops by the end of August fought in Operation Overlord. On the Allied side, coming from the United States, Great Britain, the territory of Canada, Poland, and many others. There were more than 225,000 casualties in total, including 4,000 tanks, 4,100 aircrafts. There were 11 to 20,000 people killed in the pre-invasion bombing, and 13 to 20,000 killed during the invasion. Of civilian deaths. Operation Overlord was the code name for the Battle of Normandy, the Allied operation that launched the successful liberation of German-occupied Western Europe during World War II. The operation was launched on the 6th of June, 1944, also known as D-Day, with the Normandy landings, Operation Neptune. A 1,200 plane airborne assault preceded an amphibious assault involving more than 5,000 vessels. Nearly 160,000 troops crossed the English Channel on the 6th of June, and more than 2 million Allied troops were in France by the end of August. The Normandy landings were handled largely by the United States and Great Britain, but many other allies participated as well, including forces from Canada, and were split into many different landings. The Normandy coast was divided into 5 sections: Utah, Omaha, Gold, Juno, and Sword. Strong winds blew the landing craft east of their intended positions, particularly at Utah and Omaha. The men landed under heavy fire from gun emplacements overlooking the beaches, and the shore was mined and covered with obstacles such as wooden stakes, metal tripods, and barbed wire, making the work of beach clearing teams difficult and dangerous. The highest number of casualties was at Omaha, with its high cliffs. At Gold, Juno, and Sword, several fortified towns were cleared in house-to-house fighting, and 2 major gun emplacements at Gold were disabled during using specialized tanks. There we go. So yes, Operation Overlord and the song Primo Victoria thus marks the beginning of the end of Nazi rule in Germany. So Primo Victoria. That is today. Today. It has been 82 years this year. 82 years since the Battle of Normandy. So it is a long time. Primo Victoria.
Through the gates of hell, as we make our way to heaven, through the Nazi lines. Primo Victoria. been training for years, now we're ready to strike. The great operation begins. We're the first wave on shore, we're the first ones to fall, yet soldiers have fallen before. In the dawn they will pay, with their lives as the price. His story is written today. In this burning inferno, know that nothing remains as our forces advance on the beach. Aiming for heaven, those serving in hell. Victory's ours, their forces will fall through the gates of hell as we make our way to heaven through the Nazi lines. Primo Victoria on the 6th of June on the shores of Western Europe, 1944. D-Day upon us. We've been here before, used to this kind of war. Crossfire crying through the sand. Our orders were easy, it's kill or be killed. Blood on both sides will be spilled. In the dawn they will pay, with their lives as the price. His story's written today. Now that we are at war with the Axis again, this time we know what will come. Aiming for heaven, those serving in hell. Victory's ours, their forces will fall through the gates of hell as we make our way to heaven through the Nazi lines. Primo Victoria on the 6th of June on the shores of Western Europe, 1944. D-Day upon us. June 1944, Allies are turning the war. Normandy, state of anarchy, overlord. Aiming for heaven, those serving in hell. Victory's ours, their forces will fall through the gates of hell as we make our way to heaven through the Nazi lines. Primo Victoria on the 6th of June on the shores of Western Europe, 1944. D-Day upon us through the gates of hell as we make our way to heaven through the Nazi lines. Primo Victoria on the 6th of June on the shores of Western Europe, 1944. Primo Victoria.
There we go. Primo Victoria, 6th of June, 1944. We have 2 songs left in our list, both marking the end of the war. So let me pull up the history for this one. Well done, thank you! In December 1944, the siege of Bastogne took place between American and German forces at the Belgian town of Bastogne as part of the latter Battle of the Bulge. The goal of the German offensive was the harbor at Antwerp in order to reach it before the Allies could regroup and bring their superior air power to bear. German mechanized forces had to seize the roadways through eastern Belgium. Because all 7 main roads in the densely wooded Ardennes highlands converged in Bastogne, just a few miles away from the border with neighboring Luxembourg, control of its crossroads was vital to the German attack. The German offensive began on the 16th of December. Although outnumbered, the regiments of the 28th Infantry Division delayed the German advance towards Bastogne, allowing American units, including the 101st Airborne Division, to reach Bastogne before the German forces surrounded the town and isolated it on the 20th of December. Until the 23rd of December, the weather prevented the Allied aircraft from attempting to resupply Bastogne or from performing ground attack missions against German forces. The siege was lifted on the 26th with the spearhead of the 4th Armored Division and other elements of General George Patton's 3rd Army, opened up a corridor to Bastogne and American victory at the Battle of Balch. Sleep is for the weak and I'm weak. Good night. Good night. Rest well. Rest well. On December 22nd, 1944, at about 11:30 in the morning, a group of 4 German soldiers waving 2 white flags approached the American lines using the Ireland Road from the direction of Ademios, south of Bastogne. The group consisted of 2 officers and 2 enlisted men. The senior officer was Major Wagner of the 47th Panzer Corps, the junior officer, Lieutenant Helmuth Henke of the Panzer Lehr Operation Section, carrying a briefcase under his arm. 2 enlisted men had been selected from the 901st Panzer Grenadier Regiment. Henke said they would consent to being blindfolded and taken to American commanding officer. In fact, they had brought blindfolds with them. Henke blindfolded Wagner and Dickinson blindfolded Henke. As the blindfolds were being applied, Dickinson was joined by Ernest Prentes, a German-speaking medic of his platoon. Dun, 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 dun. The Germans have sent some people forward to take our surrender. More recalled that Brigadier General Mick Olaf, still half asleep, said nuts and started to climb out of his sleeping bag. Moore then went to the communications center where he briefed the rest of the division staff on the ongoing situation, including telling of Mickle's remark of nuts. When Major Jones arrived with the message, the staff looked at it before taking it. The German surrender demand was typewritten on 2 sheets. One was in English, the other in German. They had been typed on an English typewriter, as indicated by the fact that the diacritical marks required for the German copy had been entered by hand. On December 22nd, 1944, to the USA commander of the encircled town of Bastogne, the fortune of war is changing. This time, the USA forces in and near Bastogne have been encircled by strong German armored units. More German armored units have crossed the river Orth by Orthville and have taken Marche and reached St. Hubert by passing through Homprez-Sibretile. Liaumont is in Germans' hands. There's only one possibility to save the encircled USA troops from annihilation. That is the honorable surrender of the encircled town. In order to think it over, a term of 2 hours will be granted, beginning with the presentation of this note. This proposal should be rejected. 1 German artillery corps and 6 heavy AA battalions are ready to annihilate USA troops in and near Bastogne. The order for firing will be given immediately after this 2 hours term. All serious civilian losses caused by this artillery fire would not correspond with the well-known American humanity. The German commander. December 22nd, 1944. To the German commander. Nuts! Spelt in all capitals with an exclamation mark. The American commander. And thus our song begins. Ho 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 ho. Ho 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 ho. Screaming eagles. Let me just get the lyrics. Ba-bam. Screaming. Boop. Okay, here we go. Screaming eagles. This one starts fast, so bear with me. Bear with me! With lightning splitting the ground, thunder sounding, artillery pounding, wrath of the Nazis cast on Bastogne, facing their forces alone.
Sent from the skies, jumped into the unknown. The march to Berlin has begun. Spearhead the charge, surrounded by foes. The eagles are leading the way. France is still under enemy rule. Push, Axis retreat. Thrown toward Arnhem, a bitter defeat. They're stretched out just one bridge too far. Turn of the tide, it's breaking away. Losing momentum, retreat. Go to Baston, the crossroads must hold. Stand alone in the cold. Crack of the lightning, splitting the ground. Thunder is sounding, artillery pounding. Wrath of the Nazis, cast on the stone. Facing their forces alone. 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 Dig your own foxholes or dig your own grave. The storm is about to begin. The siege has begun. There's nowhere to run. Panzerkamf flattened emerge. Tanks and mortars are shaking the ground. Prey of man and machine. Crack of the lightning splitting the ground. Thunder is sounding, artillery pounding. Wrath of the Nazis cast on the stone. Facing their forces alone. Chill of the winter bite to the bone. And Christmas is drawing near. Soldiers are freezing, the death toll increasing. They're dying in their holes. There's no surrender, there's no retreat. The Wehrmacht is drawing near. There's no reinforcements, they're fighting all alone. From the skies, ending up in Bastogne, as easy as hard as they get. Nazi command, request and demand, offer, surrender, decline. Nuts, the general's words echo clear. Nuts, the Nazis shall hear. Crack of the lightning splitting the ground. Thunder is sounding, artillery pounding. Wrath of the Nazis cast on Bastogne. Facing their forces alone. Crack of the lightning splitting the ground. Thunder is sounding, artillery pounding. Wrath of the Nazis cast on Bastogne. Facing their forces alone.
There we go. That was Screaming Eagles. Thank you for the lollipops. And one last song. One last song. To mark the end of World War II and the end of the war in Europe. Our last song for the day. Alright, makes me want to rewatch Band of Brothers later. Alright, our last song for today details the Battle of Berlin from the 16th of April, 1945 to the 2nd of May, 1945. 2 weeks and 2 days in Berlin, Germany, resulting in a Soviet victory. In total, it's estimated almost 1 million casualties. Almost 1 million casualties, including civilians. After the Vistula Order Offensive of January to February 1945, the Red Army had temporarily halted on a line of 60 kilometers, 37 miles east of Berlin. On the 9th of March, Germany established its defense plan for the city with Operation Clausewitz. The first defensive preparations at the outskirts of Berlin were made on the 20th of March under the newly appointed commander of the Army Group Vistula, General Gotthard Henrici. The Soviet offensive resumed on the 16th of April. 2 Soviet fronts attacked Berlin from the east and south, while a third overran German forces positioned in the north of Berlin. Before the main battle in Berlin commenced, the Red Army encircled the city after successful battles of the Seelow Heights and Halbe. On the 20th of April 1945, Hitler's birthday, the First Belarusian Front, led by Marshal Georgy Zhukov, advancing from the east and north, started shelling Berlin's city center, while Marshal Ivan Konev's First Ukrainian Front broke through the Army Group Center and advanced towards the southern suburbs of Berlin. On the 23rd of April, General Helmut Weidling assumed command of the forces within Berlin. The garrison consisted of several depleted and disorganized army and Waffen-SS divisions, along with poorly trained Volkssturm and Hitler Youth members. Over the course of the next week, the Red Army gradually took the entire city. On the 30th of April, Hitler killed himself. The city's garrison surrendered on the 2nd of May, but fighting continued to the northwest, west, and southwest of the city until the end of the war in Europe on the 8th of May. As some German units fought westward so they could surrender to the Western Allies rather than the Soviets. So, our last song is Attero Dominatus. There we go. Dominatus. We're going to be using a karaoke provided by Max Sub-Zero. Thank you for all your hard work. So, perfect timing with the BGM. Attero Dominatus.
Attero Dominatus. Berlin is burning. Denique interimo. The Reich has fallen. We stand at the gates of Berlin with 2.5 million men. There's 6,000 tanks in our ranks. We'll use them as battering rams. Artillery leading the way. 1 million grenades have been launched. The Nazis must pay for the crimes. The wing of the eagle's been broken. Marshal Zhukov's orders serve me Berlin on a plate. Disregard the losses, the city's ours to take. Attero Dominatus, Berlin is burning. Denique interimo, the Reich has fallen. The price of a war must be paid. Millions of lives have been lost. The price must be paid by the men that started the war in the 30s. The spring of the year 45, the year when the Nazis will fall. We're inside the gates of Berlin, the beak of the eagle's been broken. Comrade Stalin's order, serve me his head on a plate. Disregard the losses, the eagle's land's ours to take. Attero Dominatus, Berlin is burning. Denique interimo, the Reich has fallen. March, fight, die in Berlin. March, fight, conquer Berlin. Attero Dominatus, Berlin is burning. Denique interimo, the Reich has fallen. Attero Dominatus, Berlin is burning. Denique interimo, the Reich has fallen. Attero.
There we go! Attero Dominatus. And with that, that finishes our tour of World War II through Sabaton. World War II took place after the First World War, starting the 1st of September 1939 to the 2nd of September 1945. It is believed that there are between 60 and 75 million deaths, both military and civilian, that were lost on all sides. It was 6 years and a single day, resulting in an Allied victory. So, that is the history of World War II through Sabaton. There are many more songs. Actually, part of my little set list research for this included this Reddit post, where they had listed in chronological order Sabaton's songs as of 5 years, edited on July 30th, 2022. But this one helped me kind of pick out the set list for what I wanted to sing from songs that I knew. It's a big thank you to Wandering Person on the Sabaton Reddit for making this master post. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you learned something today. If you didn't already know, I imagine a lot of us knew this. But if you didn't know this history, I hope you had a great time learning today. And yeah, if you want to check out other histories, included in the descriptions are Sabaton history videos where you can watch interviews with the individual members as they go over the history that inspired their songs, linked to each event. So, later we have request karaoke. Yes, tomorrow we're having a karaoke. I might have a special guest. It's gonna be short. It's probably only gonna be 2 hours. But we might have a special guest on. We'll see. I'll have to ask her if she's okay with karaokeing with me. So, Oh, you're maiden. Oh, okay. Good to see you, Yuri. Good to see you maidenless. Well, I mean, it's not good to see you maidenless, but it's good to see you. So, I will be taking a break, and at 8:30, so in 1 hour, I will be streaming on Twitch. We're going to be doing the June of 76, where I play Fallout. But tomorrow, we're having a request karaoke, potentially featuring a special guest. If they agree to sing with me, so you can check it out there. I will Otsu cookie, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay? And if you want to hang out on Twitch, you just type it. Out. But yeah, I'll be over there in an hour at 8:30. Gives me time to eat. Gives me time to eat. So, Otsu cookie, and bye.